A man wakes up with a
Hi
start.
chat, today we're gonna be watching some Dr. Bob. We're gonna be watching his 3 most popular videos, so let's see what they are actually. I've clicked on the most popular, of course. This one, and this two, and actually let's just watch the 2 most popular videos. I don't want this stream to be long. The creator name is Dr. Bob. Shout out to him for making these videos. They're really cool. So let's start the stream and let's react.
Up with a start. Did something just bite him? He looks down at his hand. Something definitely bit him. He can see the red welt already forming. He looks around for the culprit, but can't find it anywhere. He really hopes he doesn't have bed bugs. That's the last thing he needs right now. He'll have to keep his eyes open for potential pests. He doesn't want this to happen again, since the spot is already starting to itch and feel uncomfortable. A couple days pass, though, with no signs of other bugs. It must have just been a random insect that came inside his house to escape the winter cold. The spot on his hand felt a little rough for a day or two, but now he's pretty much forgotten all about it. Now what he really needs is some coffee before sitting down to another coding session.
What did he code exactly? Wait.
And is in his kitchen. Old. The spot on his hand felt a little rough for a day or two, but now he's pretty much forgotten all about it. Now what he really needs is some coffee before sitting down to another.
There's literally nothing. Is bro like coding? Bro's writing doctor things.
Coding session.
He has a doctor.
The man is in his kitchen trying to make a fresh pot of coffee, but finds he's having a hard time. He's not so much making coffee as he is making a mess.
Oh hell nah! What the hell was that? Chat. No. Now put me back, bro. I don't want to see no shit like this. If your hand looking like this, I don't want to get near to you. You can do whatever you want, bro. I don't know why your hand looking.
He knocks his favorite mug onto the ground, breaking it, and decides
of course,
that maybe
you don't
he
have
need
fingers.
coffee after all. A couple of nights later,
how does he not notice that big ass hand?
The man is watching.
Hi, vlog. Wait. How does he not see this big? Why are you not saying? Is my mic not working? Why does he have that big finger in the middle? Bro lost his finger. He's constantly flipping people. How does he not notice that?
He's not so much making coffee as he is making a mess. He knocks his favorite mug onto the ground, breaking it.
Okay, anyway.
And decides that maybe he doesn't need coffee after all. A couple of nights later, as the man is watching TV, he starts to cough. Just a little at first, but then...
Oh, bro! Don't you notice that big... Your whole hand is missing. It's whatever that thing is.
More and more. The coughing fits get longer and deeper too, like they are coming from the very bottom of his lungs. He hopes he isn't coming down with something. He hasn't left the house in days, so how could he have? Can bugs transfer colds? He'll have to look it up later. For now, he needs to do something about this cough.
Can you go to the doctor? Do you not notice that?
He needs to go get some medicine.
You don't have a
head. The man
head.
gets bundled up and heads out. It's lightly snowing as he walks to the pharmacy, and he can't help but admire the way the moon hangs in the sky. Beautiful beacon of light on this dark winter evening.
I know.
Inside the pharmacy, he finds the cold medicine section and picks out a cough suppressant. He takes it to the counter and decides to get a few candy bars too. He's developed a real sweet tooth these last few days. The man starts to cough again. It's a good thing he's getting this medicine. Several more days pass, and the man isn't feeling any better. This cough just won't go away. He decides it's finally time to go see a doctor. As he sits in the doctor's office waiting room, he does his best to hold in his coughs, but he has a very hard time. The woman on the other side of the room is coughing too. Strangely, it actually makes him feel a little better. There must just be something going around.
If you want to know what you will look like when you grow old,
Okay, shut up.
Feel a little better. There must
Okay.
just be something going around. A nurse comes into the waiting room and calls his name. The doctor is ready for him. The man is sitting on the bed in the examination room when the doctor enters. He's looking over his medical records and doesn't even look up from his clipboard. He tells the man to take off his shirt so that he can be examined, and the man obliges.
Oh, no,
Okay,
no.
let's-
She's about to see that. Oh, hell no.
See what the trouble is, the doctor says. He finally looks up at the man and screams.
Oh, ah!
It didn't take long for the SCP Foundation to hear the reports of people's limbs metamorphosing into insectoid appendages, and they knew immediately what they were dealing with.
Hell no.
This was another outbreak of the parasitic limb-transforming insect known as SCP-150.
This is a normal thing in the
SCP-150
SCP
is an
universe.
obligate parasite, meaning that it
no.
requires a host for the completion of its reproductive life cycle.
Oh,
It bears a visual appearance similar to that of Cymothua exigua, another parasite that eats the tongue of a particular type of fish
Oh,
before
hell.
replacing the tongue with its own body. SCP-150 engages in similar behavior, though it appears to exclusively affect humans. When a human comes in contact with the small bug-like organism, it will embed itself under its new host's skin. Next, over the course of roughly 7 days, SCP-150 will burrow deep into the host's flesh and begin to cause numerous physiological changes to them. First, and most prominently, SCP-150 will begin a gradual process of altering the limb that is nearest to the original infection site. As SCP-150 burrows deeper and consumes the flesh, it excretes a substance that has the effect of replacing the missing sections of the limb with a hard, chitinous material that resembles one of its own appendages. Beneath the chitin, the excreted substance forms a rudimentary nervous system that gives the host the ability to control the new limb as if it were their own. As it feeds, SCP-150 also secretes several chemicals that contain anesthetic, immunosuppressant, and transplant-rejecting properties that keep the host's body from responding to the changes, or even reacting at all. In fact, the host will often report that their new limb is completely normal and
What?
feels stronger and
Do
more
you
resilient
know-
after the
What is this
transformation.
parasite? Why does he not see that?
SCP-150
his
will
hand is
continue to
missing?
feed for approximately
It's
1 to
weird.
2 weeks, and as it feeds on
And
the
I don't
nutrients
really
within
like
its host's body, it will begin to reproduce, creating eggs that it deposits directly into the bloodstream. While the majority of these eggs will die off,
Oh,
enough
hell.
usually survive to begin colonizing other parts of the host's body, where they will hatch and repeat the process of feeding, reproducing, and spreading more eggs. It is theorized that it is capable of reproducing on its own, meaning that a single instance of SCP-150 is all it takes to create a new colony.
What do you
Humans
mean?
infected with SCP-150 will sometimes report slight discomfort and issues with
I
their
know
fine
you
motor
have
skills
you
during
have
this
a
period.
missing finger. You should just use your other hand and go to the doctor and rip it all off. Rip your hand off.
But will usually not express any knowledge of what might be causing this. Eventually, SCP-150 eggs will reach the host's lungs, where the process of assimilating continues, this time replacing the lungs themselves.
No.
During this process, more eggs will be produced, laid, and then spread out of the body by the host's coughing. As many as 10,000 eggs will be produced during this period, approximately 1% of which will survive being expelled, find another host, and implant themselves.
I know.
The assimilation process then spreads to the central nervous system, including the
Oh
spinal
no.
cord and
Please
brain.
don't tell me.
But strangely, the host will show no signs that their consciousness or behavior have been affected in any way. In interviews with hosts of SCP-150, those who are unaware that they are infected have not
No.
expressed any knowledge of changes happening in or out of their body. When subjects are made aware that they have been infected, they will be able to point out the site of the original infection and agree that a change has taken place, but they seem to have no ill will towards their new chitinous appendages
I
and
know.
will often express positive feelings about it.
I don't know why they are not noticing that they have a missing arm. And I don't really like
Chitinous
that.
appendages and will often express positive feelings about it.
Whoa,
In
whoa!
order-
What do you mean positive? If I saw that on my head, I would be screaming and running out the window, hoping that I'm not just dead. Oh hell no, bro! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I don't like that. You see?
To better study the effects of SCP-150 under SCP Foundation control, 2 D-Class personnel, D-13732
No, please don't
and
tell me you're just gonna have the parasite go inside them. Oh, hell no, yeah, I know. The parasite, like, go inside them and, oh, no.
D-016002 were both infected with the parasites, and the assimilation
Oh,
process
they're
was
already
allowed to fully progress through all the
They're
stages.
already
Following
infected,
signs
so,
that
okay.
D-016002 was experiencing swelling of the brain, a decompressive craniotomy was performed, a procedure in which a portion of the skull is removed in order to relieve pressure on the brain. This surgery had the added benefit of giving Foundation researchers the chance to look at SCP-150's progress firsthand. But after a flap of her skull was removed,
Okay.
the attending scientists did not find that her brain was swelling. They didn't find her brain at all, but instead observed numerous instances.
Oh, what the? Oh, hell no. I don't want to go back. Hell no, bro. What the hell is this?
Of SCP-150 in the cavity where her brain should be. The D-Class had been partially anesthetized to numb her skull but remained conscious during the procedure, and the scientists asked her several simple questions to which she was perfectly able to answer. They began removing some of the parasites, and as they did so, her answers became slower and less clear. It appeared that the SCP-150 instances had not just eaten and replaced her brain, they had become her brain.
Oh no.
For the next experiment, they would use the instances of SCP-150 that had been removed from D-13732's nervous system.
How do you not just vomit right there? Like, bro,
and
how are they not
the
dead?
discovery that his entire nervous system had also been replaced entirely by SCP-150. The parasites taken from his brain cavity were placed into D-016002's, and the results were nothing short of incredible. After observing
What do you mean incredible? Oh, Dr. Bob, you need to be on a watch list. What the hell you mean by incredible? Incredible what?
Appeared to move and rearrange themselves within her skull. She regained consciousness. Once awake, not only did her cognitive functions immediately improve, when she was asked to state her name, she told them it was Michael, D-13732's name. It is unknown why SCP-150 engages in this peculiar life cycle, but the danger it poses to humans and the difficulty in keeping it contained has led the SCP Foundation to classify it as Keter.
Yeah, I know
Some
that.
of the more erudite researchers have taken to calling the parasite the Ship of Theseus, a play on the philosophical notion that questions whether something that has had all of its parts replaced is still fundamentally the same.
Whoa! I don't think that's fundamentally the same. I think that's fundamentally dead. That's not a human. And that will never be.
Something new. Perhaps the observation of those infected with SCP-150 can shed some light on this millennia-old question. Infected patients who are being studied are to be kept in Level 3 biohazard containment cells, with never more than one infected host per cell.
Okay.
Cultures of
Why only
SCP-150
one?
adults
Why don't you put 2?
eggs are kept in vacuum-sealed glass flasks in the Site 42
Ew,
Infectious Materials Lab, and the Foundation's standard pathogen handling procedures are required to be followed at all times. Should any instance of SCP-150 be found outside of containment, it is to be immediately incinerated. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, and be sure to subscribe as we delve further and further into the
I'm already
SCP Foundation's...
subscribed, but I don't know, bro. That's pretty. No. Oh no. No. I don't like that. No. Okay. We have to watch another one. Just one more. Hopefully it's not as bad.
थोड़े परेशान लग रहे हैं क्या बात है बेटा खलीज में रहते हुए बच्चों को स्कूल में दाखिल कराना एक बड़ा मसला है
2 massive creatures are locked in a fight to the death in the middle of the sea. Destroyers, cruisers, and battleships fire special weapons and harpoons at one of the creatures, attempting to help turn the tide in favor of one.
Okay.
But they appear to have almost
Whoa! Why is he so big?
no effect on the gigantic monster.
I know that is. Wait,
Dr.
those are
Bob
military ships. Those things are giant. And you're telling me that thing make them look like tiny pieces of like little cornflakes on the ground.
This
Hell
is
no.
SCP-3700, also known as the Tides of War.
What? What? That is actually a what?
SCP-3700 is what the SCP Foundation has labeled an 800-kilometer circular area in the North Sea,
Okay.
located southeast of Iceland and north of the United Kingdom.
I know where I'm not going. I'm not.
The circle contains
Okay.
the Faroe, Orkney, and
Wait. Where did he say? Iceland and the United Kingdom. I'm never going near those two countries. You're never gonna see me there.
Shetland Islands. The seafloor is abnormally deep in this area, at roughly 5 kilometers below the ocean surface, roughly 20 times deeper than the rest of the North Sea.
Ooh.
SCP-3700
Wait, what is the deepest point of the ocean?
experiences all kinds of strange, anomalous activity, including extreme weather and geological events. These are caused by the interaction between two separate entities, which have been designated as SCP-3701 and SCP-3702. SCP-3701 is an arthropod resembling the common lobster, except this crustacean is 6 kilometers long. It has a variety of blue, yellow,
That is giant.
pink,
Why does
and
this
red
have that
markings
ugly
carved
ass
into its
drawing?
carapace that resembles a woman's face.
Yeah, I
It has
know.
6
It looks
arm-like
ugly.
limbs, 4 of which have claws, with 2 having club-like appendages on the end, and 8 legs. It also has 4 orange eyes at the end of stalks.
Okay, that.
3701's
I mean,
carapace
I've
shows
seen like
significant damage.
from the last video. I've seen weirder shit. This is at this point. This is pretty normal. Not gonna lie.
With many scars, cracks, and even some holes that reveal its soft inner tissue. It has several anomalous capabilities that it uses in its battle against SCP-3702. Its 2
At
club-like
this point, I'm just gonna watch this in 2 times speed. I'm not really liking that. I'm not gonna actually go 2 times speed, just a little bit faster.
appendages are capable of striking, but they also produce a cavitation bubble that generates a force equal to several tons of
that's
dynamite, similar to what the
exploding.
mantis shrimp is able to do
I don't
on a
like
much larger
that.
scale. 2 of its eyes are able to project concentrated blasts of gamma radiation,
Ooh, that's
and it's
what his
able to stop
eyes are.
storms or other weather phenomena. Despite being 6 kilometers long, 3701 can reach speeds faster than 100 kilometers per hour, and has even shown
So
the
he's
ability to
giant fast, and we're cooked.
demanifest and disappear if it doesn't locate SCP-3702 within roughly 15 days after appearing. SCP-3701 appears to be friendly in nature and shows some small signs of intelligence. When accompanied by Foundation ships, it will either ignore them or provide a small amount of aid by helping to move disabled craft away from danger. After appearing, it travels the full 800-kilometer area of SCP-3700 in a spiral pattern from the center out toward...
Yo, it's me again. Yeah, you're from that stream of when I watched the Pick a Door and Don't Get Touched part 2, I think it was. Yeah, was it part 2?
the edge. Interestingly, the center is the exact center point between the 3 islands.
Yeah. Also, was it the part 2?
Chains located
I'm gonna
within the
check
circle,
after this.
and is home to numerous shipwrecks.
Yeah, I was
Since
there.
being first
I'm just watching SCP videos. I was gaming a little bit before, but I felt like I was bored, so I said let's just watch some SCP videos instead. And I don't really like this. I watched like a parasite thingy on. It was actually disgusting. It was actually disgusting. I think I did not check that much. I like football more. Earlier, I played football. Yeah. Okay.
discovered by the Foundation in 1922, 3701 has slowed down considerably in its movement and has lost a significant amount of mass. It was first measured at a length of 16 kilometers.
Oh, so it got smaller actually. Okay.
Kilometers
So I
longer
hope
than
it
its current
gets to
state.
2
It also appears
centimeters.
weaker and seems to be having a much harder time subduing SCP-3702. SCP-3702, on the other hand,
Oh hell nah! What the hell is that? No.
It belongs to the family of ray-finned fish and has an appearance that closely resembles the pelican eel, except that it has 13 appendages encircling the middle section of its body. These appendages look like the tentacles of an octopus, complete with
Okay.
suckers, and can tuck them into its body when not in use. 3702 is currently 32 kilometers long, and opposite to SCP-3701,
that is so
it is growing
big.
larger, having only been 300 meters long when first identified in 1945. Most of that length
Why is
is
it
the
not contained then when it was so small? You could have just killed it then. But no.
creature's whip-like tail that ends in a sharpened point. It's currently roughly 1 kilometer wide at its largest point, and each of its 13 tentacles is around 60 meters long.
I think that's a
Its
little
most
bit bigger,
length is the
gang.
creature's whip. Its most distinctive feature is its massive mouth, which can open up almost 3 kilometers wide.
Oh,
3702 is black
it can. Really,
in
bro?
color, with white, purple,
Really,
and red
bro? Really?
bioluminescent lines
Did you
that
have to
resemble a man's
mention that?
face on either side of its torso.
Like, you didn't even have to mention that. He just did that for fun. Like, you didn't mention what was the color of the lobster, but he just had to mention
Red
this.
bioluminescent lines that resemble a man's face on either side of its torso. SCP-3702 can create sudden changes in the weather, generating huge storms and Category 5
Oh,
hurricanes,
oh,
as well as massive
Category-
whirlpools
Is that an E5
that
hurricane?
suck in any vessel within 150 meters before grabbing them with its tentacles and tearing them apart. It's also able to produce high-energy sound waves and streams of blue fire from its mouth that it uses to destroy close-range targets.
I mean, I'm not surprised at this
SCP-3702
point.
appears at random locations within the 800-kilometer area, except during the spring and autumn equinoxes.
Why they why
It
did they
appears
not
at the
move
exact
out of
center
that
of
area?
SCP-3700. It stays submerged unless it encounters 3701 or another object, and will demanifest roughly 15
Okay.
days after first appearing. It's extremely hostile to any creature or object that approaches it,
Oh,
and has even been witnessed destroying
no,
entire
get
pods of
your
whales.
stinky ass breath out
Conventional
of here.
weapons have no effect on it, and even special anomalous weapons used by the Foundation
Oh, yeah,
have
I
only
know
had a
that,
moderate
I know.
effect. Only 3701 has so far been able to subdue it. When SCP-3701 and 3702 do meet each other, they will engage in a prolonged fight, with each attempting to temporarily kill or subdue the other. Historically, the winner of each contest would swap depending on which half of the year it was, with 3701 consistently winning during the Northern Hemisphere's spring and summer, and 3702 winning during the fall and winter. However, since the Foundation has begun implementing containment procedures, SCP-3701 has won the last 64 cycles in a row. A number of changes happen when one of the creatures wins. When 3701 is successful, major storms in the area immediately cease, crop yields double, and local oceanic life increases their reproductive rates by a factor of 3. This can lead to
Okay,
dead
so
zones
we
forming from
want
the
this guy to win.
overpopulation of certain species of zooplankton. Erosion rates on the islands also
So
increase
we want the lobster to
by a
win.
factor of 5, which has led to the Foundation needing to bring in large amounts of dirt and sand in an attempt to combat it. When SCP-3702 wins and subdues or
Oh,
kills
no.
3701,
What
the
does
weather
that?
becomes very dangerous.
Oh,
with
yeah,
powerful
I don't
hurricanes
wanna
and
go
rapid
there.
temperature changes that can range from below 0 to over 28 degrees Celsius, capable of causing massive damage to buildings and huge
Ooh,
losses of
hell
life.
no.
Travel by sea becomes extremely difficult due to huge waves and storm surges, making it difficult for
I
supplies
ain't
to reach
going
the
there.
islands.
I'm living here. I ain't going anywhere near the UK or Iceland. That's where it's
Ocean food sources are driven from the area, and crop yields are reduced. Following its victory, 3702 does not demanifest,
What does he do?
and instead continues to patrol the area and attack vessels, and will even approach the islands themselves. Foundation Naval Task Force Delta 7, nicknamed Northern Storm, is tasked with locating and assisting SCP-3701.
I don't think you need to nickname them. I just
In
want
its
them
struggle
to
against
kill that
3702.
thing and go home.
Purchased from the United States military, it consists of 13 destroyers, 5 cruisers, and 15 smaller support craft. When Delta 7 locates SCP-3701,
Isn't there like a UK Navy and that stuff? You could have just used that
it will often
instead
acknowledge their presence
of
by raising two of
America
its claws into the
flying
air
all
and
around the
clicking them
world.
while making a low rumbling noise with its mouth. Delta 7 then accompanies
Let's
SCP-3701 as it
These
patrols
things
its
will barely do
800-kilometer
anything,
area for 3702.
by the way.
Once the two meet, Delta 7 engages in Protocol Winter Maelstrom, where the destroyers shoot harpoon-based anchors into 3702's head before moving in a circular pattern while they and battleships fire on it to ensure it can't orient
Keep
itself. The
dying,
cruisers,
bro.
meanwhile,
I
attempt to
don't
draw its
want to.
attention by firing and moving in a serpentine pattern at a distance of 300 meters. The two creatures will battle, blasting each other with gamma radiation and powerful sound waves. They whip, bite, and club each other, cracking armor and ripping off tentacles and other appendages, until one finally stops moving and dissolves into the sea.
Should SCP-3702 be successful in defeating 3701,
Okay.
then Project Tumult is activated, and the following procedures must take place. First, there is an immediate evacuation of all naval and civilian craft from the 800-kilometer zone. Next,
Okay.
all trade and ferry routes are stopped or rerouted for at least 6 months, and land-based aquatic
What do
defenses
you
are
mean?
activated. Aerial craft will continue to monitor and engage with 3702, while others continue to look for a reappearance of SCP-3701. Since it appears that SCP-3701 continues to physically degrade, and with the exact opposite being true for 3702, it's been proposed to let 3702 win and subdue 3701 twice every 5 years, despite the terrible effect on locals in the area. Though this plan has yet to be approved, it may be the only chance to stop 3702 from becoming so strong that 3701 is never able to defeat it again.
Oh, I'm finally done with this hell. I ain't watching no more SCP videos unless